Hell yeah.
And let us not make the mistake of equating win.
I totally picked him.
You're damn liar.
Hell, I am.
As they say in Texas. Let's not make the mistake of equating this win with any sort of resurgence or even surgence on the part of Front Row Motorsports.
It doesn't really carry.
It's a one-off, man.
It is. I mean, it carries over to Talladega, maybe. You know, you got to feel pretty good about your plate package at Daytona and Talladega, and you have to feel good about your driver's ability to handle the draft, and that's great. Don't look for him up at the front of Darlington, though.
No, we're even in the top 15 at Darlington, but still, great story. Great to see a small team like that get their moment in the sun.
And you know what? That's part of the beauty of Talladega, right? It does. You know, it's just like there's more passing at Talladega. There's more unpredictability. There's more of a chance that a guy like a David Reagan and Front Row Motorsports will win the race, and that is the beauty of Talladega. So if you don't like that, don't watch Talladega.
I don't love plate racing, but I love that aspect of plate racing.
I love it.
Now, if you look at the rankings, and yes, we're only 10 races in. We still have we're not even halfway to the chase yet, but who's on the outside looking in right now? Martin Truex Jr. and Jeff Gordon. Tony Stewart is like in 23rd.
You know, I picked him last week, and
what were you thinking? And Denny Hamlin's in 31st.
Well, we know why Denny's there.
Right. While Eric Almirola and Paul Menard are currently in the top 10. Eric Almirola going for his 5th top 10 in a row, which would be the most consecutive top 10s for the 43 since Richard Denny stepped out of the car.
Which is amazing. And part of that, I don't want to say luck, you can get into these patterns, but it does say something about that team and that driver. There is consistency there. That's enough to say, it ain't all luck, man. I mean, there's certainly anyone who gets that number of top 10s in a row has had some good fortune. Hey, you didn't get caught up in the big.
And there are different track types in that.
Right.
In that span.
It's not all luck. So it bears watching. Hard for me to see that car in the top 10 at the end of the season. But, you know, I mean, that's the kind of a car that they go out and win at Talladega or something like that, or they win the July race at Daytona, you know, who knows, right?
Well, and remember that if you're in the top 20 with a win or two, you might be eligible for a wild card spot. I think Jeff Gordon and Martin Truex Jr. are good to get into chase position.
Yep.
I mean, they're only in 13th and 14th. Martin Truex Jr. has been running very strong. Jeff Gordon has had some bad luck. Paul Menard, I don't necessarily see. We've had with this before. But Eric Almirola, this is an unknown, and it could be an intriguing story if he can maintain this level of consistency. Smoke in 23rd, again, if he can get into the top 20 and heat up in the summer as he usually does, he could find his way in there, but dude is out to lunch.
Well, he was out to lunch and he won the championship. Remember that? Remember the run at Bristol before the chase and he ended up winning the championship? We were like, but Tony Stewart is out to lunch. He's not
in Jerry Groove anymore.
Well, Tony Stewart's out to lunch, but he's going to show back up. So I'm not too worried about it.
All right, let's talk about Darlington. Certainly a storied track, a historic track, and a unique track on the circuit. Nothing else like it.
Think of it like the old